So a unique experience that I have had in Korea is having been in the hospital 2 times for surgeries. The first was down in Ulsan, over in Ulsan from here, and I had a hernia, and it would cost $15,000 to get it taken care of in the US. And you go in and do the procedure, and you're out the same day. Get some physical therapy, that's it. In Korea, I went in and the doctor said, okay, it is going to be a 3-day process and you will need to stay overnight. You will need to do your own exercises at home. You will need to come in for bandage care and like wound repair and basically do everything by yourself. Please have somebody who can stay with you. So I went in for the day of the surgery, and my friend, it was during summer vacation, of course, so everybody's gone for the 3 or 4 days that they have off, and I called my friend and I'm going in, please be here when I get done. I had the surgery done, they gave me the shots. I remember she put the IV into my vein and she couldn't figure it out, so she tried to put it in this vein. She couldn't figure it out. She had to do 4 different IV insertions before she could get the medicine in. And I had a weird dream during the surgery, and they put me under general anesthesia, and I woke up, and being in shock from my dream, I woke up and I tried to sit up and ended up tearing the stitches that I had in my stomach. It was not good. So I had to go back under and take care of that. And then when I woke up again, this time they had brought me into the room and they needed me to sit up after stomach surgery and get into my bed by myself. I'm like, I just had stomach surgery. I'm not supposed to be sitting up by myself. Are you serious? So they had to ask, the hospital staff that didn't speak English had to call in 4 nurses who were all tiny little Korean women trying to help me move into a bed. I'd never felt so fat before in my life. And my friend was there, and then about 20 minutes later, she's like, okay, well, I'm leaving. And I'm like, I need somebody here with me. I was in a hospital room with one Korean girl and her parents, and it was just such a messed up situation because after my friend left, if I wanted to eat, I had to have the backing set up. Instead of giving me a modern bed that gives a button that sits me up automatically, I had to get out of my bed, go to the end of the bed, walk, which I'm not supposed to be doing either, and I had to hand crank the bed into position and then crawl back into bed to eat. And it was awful. They gave me Korean food for my meals, and they were so gross. I just didn't want anything. I was like, hospital food, and like Korean hospital food. I was like, I can't do this. Everything else turned out great. I got the bill, and it was only $700 for everything. I was like, this is unbelievable. Surgery went well. The doctor was great. Second time I went into the hospital was in Seoul. I had a ganglion cyst in my wrist. It was huge, and it's my writing hand too, so they put me under for general anesthesia, which doesn't make any sense. But I went in for the pre-checkup the night before, and instead of letting me go to work after, they called my employer and told me not to come into work because they were going to keep me at the hospital for observation before surgery. So that was a disaster. I didn't have my clothes with me. I didn't have anything that I prepared from the hospital, and I had all of my valuables with me. So I had to stay in the hospital, did the surgery, I woke up, and then they're like, here's some chopsticks to eat your rice and soup with. And I'm thinking to myself, left-handed chopsticks. If you're not left-handed, you try to use chopsticks, it is so hard. I was just eating with my hand, and they thought I was an absolute monster. It was one of the worst experiences of my life, actually. They put me in a room with 6 other people who each had 3 family members in with them who stayed the night. Nobody came to check on me. When I would ask for help for something, they would just come in and say, oh, no, sorry, and then leave. And I ended up throwing my back out, trying to get out of bed so I can change into normal clothes because it was so hot in my corner. And because I threw my back out, They wanted to do x-rays and MRIs and CT scans and all these ridiculous tests because I threw my back out. Like, it was a muscle spasm, for goodness sake. 3 days in the hospital, nobody came and saw me. I was just by myself. It was really uncomfortable and awkward. And the doctor came in and said, okay, so you're good to go. I said, what about physical therapy? And he said, look it up. Look it up. I was like, are you kidding me? This is outrageous. He wasn't very awesome. He was a very good doctor. And then the day I was leaving, I was getting all my stuff together, and I went to the locker, and then when I was 21, I bought myself a diamond ring, just a small diamond. It's my birthstone. I had a thing for that, and it wasn't in the locker, and I couldn't find it. We were on the floor looking for it, going through people's bags, and it was just gone. No idea where it went, and all because they kept me in the hospital for the night before my surgery, before I was supposed to be there. It was not a good experience. It only cost $400, so that was good, but still it was 3 days of unnecessary observation and uncomfortable discomfort just for a surgery that could have been in and out in a day. So if you're getting surgery in hospital, if you're getting surgery in the hospital in Korea, definitely research it, find reviews if you can. If you're from the States and you don't get health insurance back there, it's totally worth it to get it done here. Just make sure you have a good support team. It's very important to have that when you're in the hospital. It's frustrating when you don't speak Korean or a foreign language at all and have no way to communicate. So that's my fun and interesting experience here in Korea. If you'd like to check out more, come find me on the Changwoner website.